Verstappen has given up on the title after the first lap disaster. Norris reveals a surprising reason for his win, and Hamilton is shocked at the huge pace deficit to Leclerc. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Max Verstappen, the reigning Formula One world champion, made headlines this week after experiencing a heartbreaking DNF, did not finish, during the Austrian Grand Prix. The unexpected turn of events was sparked by a collision with Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli, who quickly took responsibility for the incident. This was a particularly tough moment for Verstappen, as it marked his first retirement of the season, ending a remarkable streak of 31 consecutive points finishes dating back to October 2022. Fans were shocked to see their champion retire so early in the race, especially considering he was hit on the very first lap. As the race unfolded, Antonelli seemed to misjudge his braking point while battling with competitors Liam Lawson and Gabriel Bortoleto. His mistake led to a collision that ended Verstappen's race prematurely. Frustration was evident in Verstappen's reaction over team radio, where he expressed his disbelief and anger, stating, "I'm out. I got hit like crazy. Fucking idiots." This direct communication showcased not only the intensity of emotions in high-stakes races, but also highlighted how quickly fortunes can change in Formula One. For Antonelli, this incident marked his third retirement in just 5 races, casting a shadow on his debut season. After the race, Kimi Antonelli openly apologized for the collision, acknowledging his mistake in the heat of the moment. He reached out to Verstappen, expressing deep regret and promising to seek him out to discuss the situation further. In his own words, he said, "I feel very sorry towards my team because obviously it's a mistake from my side." His sincere apology reflected the value of sportsmanship in racing, even amid fierce competition. It's always fascinating to see how drivers handle pressure and the aftermath of unexpected incidents. As fans, we often witness not just their performance on track, but their character off it, which can sometimes be just as impactful. It's moments like these that remind us of the human side of motorsport, where even the most skilled can falter. As we look ahead, the repercussions of this incident raise questions about the future landscape of Formula One. As speculation grows regarding Verstappen's potential moves to teams like Aston Martin or Mercedes by 2026, discussions are heating up in the paddock. Whether these discussions will lead to significant changes remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, Verstappen's resilience and competitive spirit will continue to keep fans on the edge of their seats. In conclusion, while the Austrian GP didn't go as planned for Verstappen, it did serve as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of racing and the camaraderie that exists even among fierce rivals. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on how both drivers rebound from this encounter and what the implications will be for their futures in Formula One. Kimi Antonelli faced a pivotal moment during his race, acknowledging his critical error with the brake settings as he entered Turn 3. Antonelli described the incident, reflecting on his attempt to maintain position. "I had a normal start," he noted, but as he hit the brake, he experienced a complete lockup of the rear tires, which caused him to lose control of the car. The tension escalated as the rookie driver found himself on a collision course with fellow competitor Liam Lawson. "I lost a lot of deceleration," Antonelli recalled, emphasizing the urgency of the situation as he swerved to avoid a collision. Even when he tried to regain control and reapply the brake, he faced another lockup, this time on the front left tire, leading to an inability to stop the car completely. "This was definitely my first mistake during the race start, and it's a significant lesson," he said, highlighting the importance of learning from such experiences. Antonelli understood that had he adjusted the brake settings beforehand, the incident could have been avoided entirely. "I'll come back stronger in Silverstone," he asserted, reinforcing his determination to improve. When questioned about the necessary changes to his brake settings prior to Turn 3, Antonelli offered a candid assessment. "Just brake balance," he stated. In the context of a race start, the brake balance is configured to prevent front locking. However, he recognized that the intensity of braking at Turn 3 even on the first lap demanded a different approach. The rookie driver concluded, "The rear was locking up too much due to the rearward balance." He reiterated the need for a slight adjustment to move the brake balance more forward to ensure better control in the future. In Formula One, where split-second decisions can define a race, Kimi Antonelli's reflections resonate with the gravity of learning from mistakes. As the sport continues to develop, his journey is closely watched, and fans are eager to see how he integrates these lessons in upcoming races. Stay tuned as we follow along with Kimi and other drivers to see how they adapt and thrive in the ever-evolving world of Formula One. Oscar Piastri recently opened up about a heart-stopping moment during the Austrian Grand Prix, where he nearly collided with his McLaren teammate Lando Norris. This race showcased another strong performance from McLaren, with Norris taking the lead from pole position and Piastri finishing a close second. As the race unfolded, Piastri knew he had to strategize if he wanted to challenge Norris for the win. He took a bold approach, attempting an overtaking maneuver that brought him dangerously close to the back of Norris's car. Piastri's determination was evident as he stayed closely behind Norris in the early stages of the race, looking for any chance to gain the lead with the help of DRS or drag reduction system. His race engineer encouraged him, stating, "Your call on the racing situation," allowing Piastri the freedom to make aggressive moves. However, as they advanced into the race, it was Piastri who faced a critical moment on lap 20. Attempting to overtake, he locked up his brakes and just managed to avoid hitting Norris, an incident that his engineer later described as marginal. Reflecting on the close encounter, Piastri shared with the media that he had enjoyed the intense racing with Norris, but recognized he might have been pushing the limits a bit much. He acknowledged the tough nature of racing in Formula One, underlining that the competition is fierce and requires calculated risks to secure victories. When asked about the marginal comments from his team regarding the near miss, Piastri found the observation fair. He admitted that missing the back of Norris by a narrow margin was a clear indication of pushing the boundaries on the track. Concluding his thoughts, he added, "Even if I hadn't been told anything, I didn't think it was a wise decision to try that one again." To reclaim an advantage in the race, Piastri decided to change his strategy by opting for an alternate pit stop. He faced two choices: pit immediately after Norris and risk falling just outside DRS range, or wait several laps longer to pit with a potential tire advantage. Piastri opted for the latter, but this decision saw him emerge from the pits 6 seconds behind Norris, changing the dynamics of the race significantly. Piastri's experience during this gripping Grand Prix highlighted the balance between ambition and control in high-stakes racing, and left fans excited about what the rest of the season holds for the McLaren team. Oscar Piastri made a bold choice during the Austrian Grand Prix, choosing to delay his pit stop in a bid for fresher tires, but ultimately, this decision didn't pay off as he had hoped. While speaking to the media after the race, he expressed no regrets about his strategy. He explained that, "I knew that I was always going to be pitting second in that scenario." For Piastri, staying within DRS range was crucial, and he felt that if he fell behind, regaining that 1 second gap would be incredibly challenging. With this in mind, he decided to take a gamble by opting for fresher tires, even if it meant potentially complicating his race. Unfortunately, the gamble didn't yield the results he anticipated, though he acknowledged that he would review the decision with his team. "We'll go back and look and see whether that was the right thing to do," he admitted. In hindsight, he understood that pitting a lap later would cost him time, but he asked himself, why not try something a bit different? When asked about the possibility of winning had he pitted earlier, Piastri reiterated that data analysis would reveal more in the future. Yet, he stood firm in his belief that pushing for fresher tires was the right call at the time. "I had previous experience being stuck just outside DRS, and that was painful. I didn't want to relive that," he remarked. Ultimately, Piastri finished the race in second place, walking away with valuable points. He currently leads the World Drivers' Championship standings with 216 points, sitting 15 points ahead of teammate Lando Norris. Speaking of Norris, he celebrated his third win of the season that day, leaving fans buzzing about this fascinating rivalry. However, not everyone is certain about Piastri's fortunate streak continuing. Helmut Marko remarked, "At some point, his luck will run out too," hinting at the unpredictability of racing fortunes. But despite the ups and downs of qualifying, where a costly spin prevented him from achieving a better position, Piastri remains committed and focused. He believes his talent and determination will shine through as the season progresses. The racing spirit displayed by McLaren in Austria certainly indicates that they are contenders to watch moving forward. With thrilling battles and strategic risks, fans can only anticipate what's next on the horizon for these talented drivers. Lewis Hamilton recently opened up about his struggles during the Austrian Grand Prix, revealing some significant braking issues that plagued his performance throughout the race. This challenging situation put Hamilton in a tough spot, ultimately leading him to finish in 4th place behind McLaren's Lando Norris, who claimed victory. Despite the difficulties, Hamilton managed to maintain his starting position, finishing just over 9 seconds behind the leader. He engaged in some fierce wheel-to-wheel action with his former teammate George Russell in the early stages of the race. Hamilton described the exhilarating moments, stating, "Great start," and had a great battle with George from turn 1 all the way through to turn 6, and managed to hold on to the outside, which is awesome. However, as the race progressed, Hamilton noticed his car's performance declining. After that, the car didn't feel too bad. "I was able to hold on for a second, but then I was really struggling with the balance," he explained. The brakes became a prominent concern, forcing him to manage them carefully right from the start, which he admitted cost him essential time on the track. Having to manage these brakes really early on, which is losing definitely some time, Hamilton revealed. He wasn't shy about expressing his disappointment, emphasizing the need for the team to address these brake issues swiftly. "That's something I'm really pushing to get fixed because that's not great," he said, highlighting his commitment to improving performance. Adding to the complexities, Hamilton struggled with the overall balance of the car, which compounded the braking challenges. Despite these setbacks, Ferrari's recent upgrades brought some optimism. The team introduced an upgraded floor for the race, aiming to enhance overall load gain. Although Hamilton suggested that the updates didn't significantly improve race time, he acknowledged some potential benefits that could be derived going forward. As we reflect on the Austrian GP, it's clear Hamilton faced substantial challenges. The tensions of racing, especially with issues like braking and balance, can shape the outcome of a Grand Prix in profound ways. With each race, he not only pushes the limits of performance, but also showcases the grit and determination of a racer striving for excellence, no matter the odds stacked against him. Stay tuned for more insights and updates from the world of F1 as drivers prepare for the next challenge on the calendar. Lewis Hamilton recently shared his thoughts on the small upgrades made to his car, stating, "The upgrade was quite small, so we didn't really know." He appreciated the team's efforts, highlighting that even minor changes can lead to significant improvements. "Perhaps there was a bigger result from putting the floor on, so that's a real positive," he continued. Finishing 4th in the race, Hamilton noted, "Being the second fastest team this weekend is a real positive." He sees the weekend's performance as a stepping stone, emphasizing that there are many areas to focus on for further development. This time around at the Red Bull Ring, Hamilton opted for a car setup that aligned more closely with his teammate, Charles Leclerc. This strategy yielded encouraging outcomes, as he mentioned. "I suppose it took Carlos Sainz a couple of years to get used to. I don't want to do that. I think I'm improving." Although he finished behind Leclerc, he felt he made significant strides in understanding his Ferrari. Hamilton has observed key differences in their driving styles, particularly saying, "He drives a massively oversteering car." The ability of Leclerc to slide the rears without facing degradation is something Hamilton is still adjusting to. He added, "When I slide the rears, I get massive degradation." Ferrari continues to impress with both drivers finishing strong in the Austrian GP. They now hold 2nd place in the Constructors' Championship with 210 points, just ahead of Mercedes. Meanwhile, Lewis is currently sitting 6th in the Drivers' Championship, boosting his tally to 91 points after the latest race. As the championship heats up, fans are eager to see how drivers like Hamilton, Verstappen, and Alonso rank in the all-time F1 point standings and win percentages. Stay tuned, as we'll be diving into the exciting statistics that shape this legendary sport. Liam Lawson has just accomplished a remarkable feat, securing his best finish yet in Formula One at the Austrian Grand Prix. But before he could celebrate, he had a near brush with disaster as the race unfolded. In a dramatic first lap, Lawson found himself in a precarious situation when Kimi Antonelli slowed down to avoid him, ultimately colliding with reigning world champion Max Verstappen. This incident changed the dynamics of the race and resulted in both drivers being out of contention early on. Lawson, however, managed to steer clear of the chaos, a stroke of luck he was quick to acknowledge. In the aftermath of the collision, Antonelli accepted responsibility, and the FIA stewards made note of Lawson's involvement in their findings. Lawson reflected on the tense moment, explaining how Antonelli's struggle to slow his car nearly cost him dearly. As the dust settled, Lawson not only avoided the unfortunate encounter, but also executed a brilliant one-stop strategy throughout the race, showcasing his skill at the Red Bull Ring. Competing against seasoned drivers, including Fernando Alonso, Lawson held his ground, ultimately finishing 6th, his best result in F1. This impressive achievement was bittersweet for him, as he noted the speed of his car had not previously translated into substantial finishes. He expressed his excitement about the top 6 result, describing the experience as pretty cool, even with the earlier heart-stopping moment fresh in his mind. The media caught up with him after the race, eager to hear about his reflections on the incident. Lawson shared, "I've seen it now, and obviously Antonelli was trying to avoid me as we were slowing down." He emphasized the nature of first-lap chaos, particularly in a hairpin where every driver is jostling for position. Lawson's candid admission highlighted a truth in racing: fortune often plays a significant role on the track. With this race behind him, Lawson is poised for greater challenges ahead, carrying the momentum of his career-best performance into future races. His journey in Formula One is one to watch, as he continues to prove himself against the best in the sport. Stay tuned for more updates on his upcoming races and the ever-changing world of Formula One racing. It's great to see how the unpredictability of Formula One keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Recently, Liam Lawson has made headlines by outqualifying none other than Max Verstappen in Austria, sparking talks of a revenge theory. But what does this mean for both drivers moving forward? As competition heats up, it's crucial for drivers to stay on top of their game. Remember, accumulating too many penalty points can result in a race ban. Every driver must navigate this pressure throughout the season, knowing that one misstep could jeopardize their competitive edge. Speaking of challenges, Lawson faces a unique situation at the Canadian Grand Prix, where he'll start from the pit lane due to a penalty. However, he remains optimistic, bolstered by insights provided by former F1 standout Daniel Ricciardo. These tips could be invaluable as Lawson looks to capitalize on every opportunity during the race. Reflecting on his own experiences, Lawson shared that it's been an incredibly challenging year, filled with ups and downs. Despite feeling confident in his speed, results have sometimes eluded him. He noted, "Sometimes you can have all the confidence and speed in the world, but they don't convert." This inconsistency in performance is a common theme in the sport, where many variables can impact race outcomes. But Lawson isn't discouraged. After much hard work with his team, he's starting to see improvements. He expressed excitement over finally achieving a tangible result, emphasizing the importance of this moment for his confidence. It's vital that he and his team continue pushing forward, as success in Formula One often requires both talent and teamwork. As Lawson prepares for the upcoming races, fans will undoubtedly be watching closely. His determination and perseverance may just redefine his ceiling in this competitive landscape. Remember, in motorsport, one race can change everything, and Lawson is ready to seize his moment. So, will Lawson capitalize on the guidance of Ricciardo and leverage his recent progress? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain: The world of Formula One is always full of surprises, and we can't wait to see what unfolds next.